All right. He told me not to post him on Instagram.
Oh, that's shady. Unless he's in the CIA or he's an undercover cop, that's shady.
Right. Or if you're married, he has 3 other wives in 3 other counties.
Welcome in, guys. We're back here. We had a heavy episode last time. We got to try to lighten the mood a little bit, have a little bit of fun here. Topic of this episode is, should I divorce him? And we're talking about a couple interesting cases from a bunch of listeners who have wrote in their submissions, and you'll get to be the judge and the jury for these people.
So let's discuss, should you divorce him?
Well, how do you feel about it first? Excited?
No.
You're not excited about it?
I'm not excited about it at all. I think that anybody who has to ask the question, should I divorce him, should work on the marriage. When you know, there was an article that I read 30 years ago, and it said that the woman said she had a click that went on in the back of her mind, and she knew she couldn't stay in that marriage another minute. So here we have someone who's asking, should she divorce her husband? The answer is she needs to do everything that she possibly can to make that marriage work, so that when she actually decides that she's walking away, she'll never have to say, maybe I should have done this. Maybe I should have stayed. Maybe I should have tried harder. She'll know that she's done everything that she possibly can, and it makes it lighter to walk away.
But don't you think it's bad if someone stays in a marriage that's contentious and they have kids there? Because the kids see the fighting and it affects them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we're talking about red flags. We're talking about, would you guys divorce him? What would you do in the situation, or what would you recommend? Obviously, we're here with Denise Isaacs and Leah Mayersohn, one of the foremost divorce lawyers in the United States. Leah Mayersohn is...
She's of counsel to my law firm.
Okay. So that, I don't know if that means anything to anybody else in the world.
We work together.
Team.
Okay.
We're a team.
They work together in a very confusing capacity. And
it's not confusing at all.
It's not confusing at all.
No.
They work together in a very not confusing capacity in something called of counsel. And
we're a team.
They're a team.
Yeah.
Okay. They're on the same team. And she's a fantastic family lawyer and criminal lawyer. They've been around, I think, between the two of them, they have 70 years of experience in divorce. They've been there, done that, seen it all. But I'm going to try to translate it for regular people, and we'll ask them some dumb questions and see if we can get some regular answers that are not too legal. So what we're doing is, these are just anonymous stories. We don't know who they are. Okay. So if it does sound like somebody you know, please try not to name them out loud or anything like that. So first off, we're going to do listener case number 1. The phone password flip. She says, my husband changed his phone passcode and says it's for security. Should I be worried?
Yes.
Yes.
That means he's probably cheating and he doesn't want you to read the messages. If he's not sharing the phone code with you, it's definitely not for security.
The only security would be in a good relationship is that you have his password. That's the secure way to do it, so that if something happens to him, someone will be able to get into all of the social media, into financial records. It's very important. So this is an indication that you have to worry.
That's interesting. So in like a good relationship, you're saying you should always have your partner's password. Like there should be no secrecy with phones
Passwords
or anything like that.
For everything. There's no reason not to, unless you're doing something beyond sketchy.
Beyond sketchy?
Yeah, beyond sketchy.
And Leah, you think that's cheating?
I think that the phone password or hiding the phone is a sign of someone cheating. I don't necessarily believe you have to have every single password of the other person, but if you're hiding something, I think there's something wrong. You have to have open and honest communication in a relationship to have things work. And if you're married, it's a different level than a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or a boyfriend and a boyfriend.
And if you're changing the password and not telling the person, that's a big hint.
Why?
Because you're changing the status quo to something else. And the question is, why is the reason? What is the reason that you're changing it? And you're not going to, when she had the code before, now she's not going to have the code. Why? Why? There has to be someone else involved. And you want to keep it secret.
Interesting. So if it's the same, he might just be weird. But if he makes the change and he gets a new password and tries to stop stuff, then something's definitely going on.
Yes.
Interesting.
But then there's the reverse. Okay.
Oh.
We come across the reverse all the time where the parties keep their finances separate all the time. Everything is separate. Never passwords. Never exchange
What do you
anything.
mean? So you mean like the husband and wife have different bank accounts?
Separate bank accounts, separate investment accounts, separate iPhones. No passwords are exchanged. One person doesn't know what the other person has or doesn't have.
But if they start hiding the phone, even under that scenario, you know that they're still cheating.
Right. Or they're walking into the bathroom or they're going into the stairwell and they're hush, hush talking on the telephone.
So is that bad to have the separate like, I'm not sure. Like, what do you mean? Is that a bad thing?
No. Separate finances aren't bad.
Separate finances, right. It is not necessarily bad at all. It's how a lot of people handle their relationships. Everything is financially separate.
Okay. So what point are you making with that? Where you're saying like that's the opposite of people hiding their phone?
Because it has started from the very, very beginning. It's not like there is a change. When there is a change, there has to be a reason for the change. So now he wants to keep his passwords separate so that she doesn't get to look in his phone. That's not the same as couple who's gotten married and from day one, they have separate bank accounts.
Interesting.
Separate financial everything.
I mean, is there anything legally about having separate devices or anything like that? Can you you're allowed to have separate right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. Yeah.
But I think what your mom was talking about is it's a red flag when there's a change in the status quo of a relationship.
Okay.
So if people started off their relationship and kept everything separate, which is very common these days, there's nothing wrong with that. That in it of itself isn't a red flag. Mm-hmm. However, if they kept everything together and now all of a sudden they want to separate everything, right, that's a huge red flag. Or if you see an individual with two separate cell phones all of a sudden, or hiding folders on a cell phone, or hiding things on a cell phone. Like sometimes you'll see a message pop up and then it will disappear and it won't be in the messages section. Then that person's hiding something.
That's a big red flag. Oh, is that a big red flag? So many people come in to see us and they caught it. They just caught it for a minute and they saw what it was. And that means that they immediately grab the phone from the other person and they start looking through it and they see everything.
So security, should she be worried? She should, you guys are saying she should be very worried.
Very worried.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I guess this is, it's beyond privacy. This is something else.
It is not privacy. It is something is going on that he doesn't want her to know in the telephone. He's
like planning
it's
something.
It's an affair. It's already having one. Otherwise, you don't plan an affair and then cut off your wife from the phone. There's nothing there for her to see. He's already having an affair.
Okay. Well, there you go. Number 2, packages in the trunk. My wife hides Amazon orders in her trunk and then she lies about when she buys them.
Oh, that is.
What do I do?
Oh, that is bad. That is really bad. It is time to have a come to Jesus moment with your wife. And she has to bring all of her credit card statements and all of her bank statements, and you need to look at it.
You're telling this guy he's got to make sure his wife brings all of her credit card statements and bank statements to a conversation?
Yes, and you have to have a budget, and you have to, hiding it means you see.
Okay, walk me through this step by step because I'm having a little trouble figuring out what to do.
I think your mom's talking about financial infidelity.
Okay.
If someone's hiding all of their purchases, it's because either they had some kind of an agreement that they weren't going to spend money, or there's some kind of financial infidelity. Like maybe she's a compulsive shopper or something else.
You're right. I didn't think of it.
I mean, she's hiding the stuff that she's getting, and then she's lying about other stuff that she's purchased.
And why is she hiding it? She's hiding it because there's an issue in the marriage about her spending. And this is something that has to come to light. He can't look away. He cannot look away. It is time to have a meeting and say, we've discussed this. You're hiding. I can see what you're buying and it has to stop. I'm going to give you my credit cards and you are going to give me your credit cards. Every time they come in, we are going to look at them together so that we have a plan and we can financially save this marriage.
And the key is the husband probably doesn't want to be responsible in that scenario for the wife's debt.
Sure.
And in Florida, in Florida and in many other states, you could end up being responsible for the debt that your spouse incurs during the marriage. It's considered marital debt. And that's, like I said, financial infidelity. And different people have different money habits. That's why it's very important up front when you're dating to discuss your feelings about finance, your feelings about money, and whether or not you have to have a particular budget or things of that nature.
I gave a speech to 18-year-olds, and I was talking to them, and I was telling them that what they need to do is they need to look at their boyfriend or girlfriend when they open up their wallets and see if they're choosing a card. And if they have a whole bunch of credit cards, it is a red flag for them.
So for 18-year-olds or anybody, if the other person you're with has a lot of credit cards, you better watch out.
Well, I don't know. I think it depends on the circumstances.
Yes.
A lot of my high net worth clients have a lot of credit cards because they're playing points games.
So if he's driving a Lamborghini and he has a lot of credit cards, it's okay. But if he's on a bicycle and he's got a lot of credit cards, it's a bad sign.
Yeah. I have a different take on this. I've had so many clients come in over the years and they're spending over their heads. They're just spending and spending and spending. They both have Porsches. They both have Lamborghinis. They both, they go here, they go there, they spend this, they spend that. Everything is consumption, materialism. And they end up getting divorced. Usually it's the wife who ends up with nothing because they spent everything and they weren't saving. So I don't know.
So what do you mean? What's the different take?
The take is that I don't know that everyone who is spending an enormous amount of money on a monthly basis is a good bet, and that you're not going to be responsible.
Oh, you're saying rich people who are overspending can still overspend.
Absolutely.
Sure. You can find yourself in the poorhouse.
Right.
As you like to say.
Right. Look at Michael Jackson. Look at so many of these entertainers who ended up in bankruptcy and had to climb out of bankruptcy,
So how about this guy with his Amazon, with the Amazon packages in the truck? What does he do? Walk him through. He's got to talk to his wife. What does he say? I'll be the guy. Let's role play.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I would be able to have this conversation. Hey, honey, I noticed we got a new Dyson vacuum the other day, and I saw it in your trunk.
We needed it. We needed that Dyson. We needed it. And the other 20 packages, I needed some new T-shirts.
I need your credit card receipts. I need you to send me all your credit card receipts.
You don't trust me? You don't trust me? I'm your wife of 20 years. You don't trust me?
I don't know. This is good. This is getting to very weird territory for me right now. I don't know if I want to keep it. Okay. It's kind of creepy. Yeah. So stop. Or it's over.
Dear.
Or it's over.
Yes, dear.
Okay.
Yes, dear.
What am I supposed to say here, Bob?
You're supposed to say, I need to see all of your credit cards. I want you to get them now. We're going to have a meeting and we have to work out a budget. You're putting us in bankruptcy. Or maybe not. Let's see.
And but
the facts speak for themselves.
So that's one take, right? We're going to go in. You're going to, pound her into submission. But
now it's Amazon. It used to be HSN and QVC. About 20 years ago, I did bankruptcies. People came in to see me and they would say that they owed $30,000, $40,000, sometimes twice and three times as much. And then they would have to bring in their last 12-month statements. QVC, HSN, every little thing adds up.
They're shopping addicts.
Yes.
That's what's going on.
Yes.
So is that financial infidelity? What is financial? You were talking about that.
When they're
hiding
cheating? Stuff. Yeah. It's like cheating, but a different type of cheating.
But you're cheating on money instead of.
No, you're cheating on your spouse with money. You're either taking the money for yourself. You're hiding the debt from them. You're hiding other assets from them. You're doing something shady with money in your marriage.
Women do it. with shopping and buying bags and shoes and stuff. And men do it by buying tech stuff. They have to get the latest and watches and the newest car and the accessories and the boats and the this and the that. It all adds up.
All right. I'm going to shut up. I just bought myself a watch. So, but yeah, I mean, Amazon orders in the trunk, lying about what she buys. Bad news. Bad news. I mean, it seems like it's a little thing, but this is it's a big thing, dude. Better watch out. We're running out of time, so we're going to do a speed round on these.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. This is stay, divorce, run. Let's go. He won't share his location. Do you know what that means, Mom? That
Cheating.
means in the iPhone, you can share locations with somebody so that they can see where you're at all times. Okay. I'm just giving this.
Divorce.
Yeah.
Divorce, that's cheating.
Divorce, that's cheating if you won't share his location?
Yep. There is no reason.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
I don't want to share my location all the time.
You need to have a conversation. Why wouldn't you share it?
Why wouldn't
Are you doing something shady? Are you going somewhere that
No,
your
but
wife
I don't want
shouldn't know?
somebody snooping in on me all day long. I don't want to have, I don't need to have an air tag attached to myself so
Or
that
a tracking device on your car.
I don't want a GPS tracking device.
I agree.
On my thing.
I'm changing my mind. I agree. I don't think that you should be tracking someone.
I will never agree to get tracked.
I don't think
by
someone
somebody.
should actively track, but I think for emergencies, like I have it for my parents, and I don't sit there and track them and wonder what they're up to.
Sure.
And I wouldn't do the same thing for a spouse. You just have it if there was an emergency. And I would do the same thing.
If the person is a dependent for children, it's necessary. For elderly parents, it's necessary. But I don't think that there should be car trackers. I don't think that you should
Car
have a
trackers,
GPS.
definitely not. But
Yeah, I wouldn't agree. Like I think that's too much of a request to have a permanent tracker on you. This is my take as a regular dude.
I agree.
But I would
I
say,
agree.
I would
changed
say
my mind.
if it's a spot thing, right? If we're like, okay, I'm going to be going on a trip or something and we got to make sure that we're okay. That makes perfect sense. If there's some reason for it, that makes perfect sense. But if you just want to see where I'm going all the time because you don't trust me, I would never agree to
well,
that.
if someone doesn't trust you, that's a different scenario. I guess I never thought of it in the don't trust way for having it. I guess I'm used to it from parents for security to make sure everything's okay.
Right. But I have clients who come into me who have a tracker on their car. And
That's bad. That's bad. I
that
agree
is
with
bad.
that.
Okay. I can't believe I convinced you guys on something. There you go. I'll take that as a
Okay.
win. All right. She still texts her ex happy birthday every year on his birthday.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's a big nothing.
Stay, divorce, run.
Unless they're
stay.
interacting, but if she just sends a happy birthday every once in a blue moon, it's fine.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on social media about this where they're like, sliding in. Like if you're in a secure relationship, generally you're not sending them happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, because it's like a way, it's like a way back in.
Never thought of it that way.
If it's once in a blue moon, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, fine. But if it's every single happy this, happy that, Easter, blah, 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 it's getting, it's too much.
I mean, it's opening the door for them to say something back.
Does.
And then
it does.
I think it's pretty harmless.
Yeah.
Now, if they're going back and forth carrying on, that's a different scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's pretty harmless.
It's hard to cut off everyone from your entire life.
I mean, you guys are being very thoughtful on this. I think good job. There you go. All right. He told me not to post him on Instagram.
Oh, that's shady. Unless he's in the CIA or he's an undercover cop, that's shady.
Right. Or if you're married, he has 3 other wives in 3 other counties.
It's a big red flag.
It's a big red flag.
So is that if you're married, divorce or stay, run, divorce?
It's run. It's run.
Yeah, I agree. Run. Definitely run.
It's not stay. It's not a divorce, but it could be. So I would say run with your eyes open.
Nice. Okay. Last hot takes. Top sign, Leah. Top sign, you're with the wrong person.
The top sign would be. There are a lot of different signs. But if we're thinking about red flags, the hiding of the cell phone, I think that's the number one red flag. Or 2 phones. Mm-hmm. Definitely a big red flag.
I mean, that makes sense. The trust, I guess it's like a matter of trust. The wrong person, if they don't trust you, if you don't trust them.
Yeah,
Makes
absolutely.
Sense. Mom, what is the top sign that someone can change if you're in a relationship?
That they have a conscience. that they have empathy for you, that they care about you when you're hurt, and they will change what they're doing to make sure that they don't hurt you again, that they have a conscience and they know that what they did was wrong. So
that's really interesting. So they got to they have to be able to feel that, I guess, to be able to make sure that they avoid that. They have to feel that for you to avoid that in the future, is what you're saying.
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
And then for both of you guys, should you trust your gut or should you wait for the evidence?
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
Well, that was easy. Yeah, you guys.
But on the other hand, there are some people who are totally jealous. They're totally insecure and they're totally jealous, and you can't do anything. So in terms of them, divorce. Okay? In terms of them, divorce. If they're jealous, there's nothing you can do. They track your car. They track you wherever you go. You can't even say hello to someone wherever they are. They get nuts. There's just a certain degree of insecurity that is just not livable with. You just can't live with them. So you need to run.
Yeah, I agree. That's a huge red flag. Go running.
All right. So you heard it here first, folks. These are the red flags that you should be watching out for. If you happen to be carrying a lot of these red flags in your own pocket, now's the time to change if you feel empathy. Or so my mom says. Thanks for joining us. We will see you guys on the next one. I've been here with Denise Isaacs. My name is Adam Isaacs. You can check my stuff out at wildfirevideo.com. If you're a lawyer, contact me. If you have bad relationship or you have gotten into trouble, please contact them. Denise Isaacs at Divorce Lawyer Denise. Leah
Mayersohn at Mayersohn Law or at Mayersohn Law Group.
We will see you guys on the next one.
And remember, marriage is a contract. Make sure you read the fine print.